name is Darian Miranda, and
my name is Alejandro.
Good, and this is our Plong program, even though I didn't know. Hello, anyways, let me run it because I like doing that, and there's 3 classes in it. Plong, which is the main class. Well, it doesn't really have a main class, but you know, just for good at things. There you go, as you can see, you got some movement, you got multi-key press. If I actually click the thing, you got multi-key press, you got that. It's going all crazy, it's got sounds, it's got amazing stuff, and that's enough of that. So, we'll get back to that in a minute. So, as you can see, this is the same as before. My previous Australia business, I didn't change any of this except for the objects. I have objects now. So, there's 3 of them. Paddle left, paddle right, and ball. Now, obviously, you notice in, these, the paddle constructor. Let me get back to that really fast. This is paddle class, by the way. Bugs, none. Anyways, so, you have here X, Y, up key, down key, and paddles. So, X equals X, Y equals Y. Basically, the default is W and S, but you can change that, and I just messed it up. Sorry, guys. There we go. Default's W and S, but you change that over here. I changed mine to O and K, as you can see. But that's if, like, I called it a blank one, which I didn't. So, anyways, getting ahead of myself. Anyways, this allows you to set the location, the key type, key press, which one you're going to press, OK, WS, and the picture, which is the same for both. And I do that twice, paddle left, paddle right. As you see, there's some differences. Anyways, ball, same thing, location, picture. Boom. Now, I'll use those more later. Now, let's scroll down here. You see some booleans for the music. That's for the 2 sounds you heard. Walled was the hit sound, and paddled was the more pew sound. Yes, you can direct all questions to Alejandro. He's my good man for the questions. Anyways, we got here some methods. We're going to draw the image. We're going to take the paddles, left dot paddles, which is over here. Yes, and I'm going partly insane. That's a variable in here. Yes, there it is. Buffered image paddles. It's basically, it should be declared over in init. I'm not mistaken. No, it's not. I forgot where it is. I did this 2 days ago. I'm very sorry, guys. But anyways, you take that variable. It's a buffered image, basically the image. As you see, it's the same for both, but you just call it differently. Left.x, left.y, and this. That's simply declaring the image. And then you have game update. This is a thread in not a thread, method in paddle that is right here. And as you notice, you see it's not that difficult at all to understand. If blank, this is a boolean, which is declared up here. Char up down, boolean up pressed and depressed.
Show us that method again.
It's this one. These 2 go hand in hand.
Okay.
And I'm about to explain them both.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, first, for the keys, as you notice here, you have U pressed and D pressed, and you're like, well, how are these ever going to turn on, right? Well, that's where the keys come in. This is a more efficient way of doing a key listener, guys. Instead of doing a switch case statement saying, oh, VK, oh, W and VKO, well, why can't you just outsource it like the Indian stuff? So, that's what I do. Public void key pressed equals. So you declare the key, you get the key type, then you send it over to these methods. As you see, it turns also value true. That's the boolean press. So it tells you if up equals the key, makes that equal true. If down equals the key, it makes that equal true. And otherwise, that value becomes false later on. So it's only active as long as as you see, key released, that value instantly turns false again. So there you go. So that's how you don't get like something that you press it once and it goes up infinitely. That'd be bad, obviously.
Okay, I press the up button, right? Mm-hmm. Show me the code. What happens? Show it to me line by line.
Okay.
I press the up key.
You just press the button. You can't, and you made an error in the program because you put it somewhere. Okay. Anyways, so you press the up button. It's gonna jump down here. Public void key pressed. Okay. As you see, it's gonna do this, which I just explained, and then it's gonna go into. It's gonna check all 3 of these. Sorry.
Darren, use the markers, okay?
Yeah.
I wanna see line by line what's going on.
Yeah, I know. I am. It's here. There we go.
Okay, cool. I press the up key. Now that code gets run.
Yes. What's it gonna do is it's gonna take this method.
Yeah.
It's not method, variable, and
right.
it's gonna send it in. This is an object of the key listener class. Anyways, right. It's gonna check it against these 3 methods. Keys and all 3. I need them all the same because I'm uncreative. Right. Anyways, and as you can see, also there for uniformity. Anyways, okay. So you understand what's happening, right? So you press any key really, space. let's say. Because
Right.
space isn't an option here. Space. If you go over to one of these, over here and close that. As you go over here or here, you notice that's, okay, space is an option here, but as you see, if space equals the key, it'll run in this one, but space does nothing in this one, so it's not going to have an effect here. Do you understand?
Right, exactly. I'm talking specifically about the up key.
Yeah. W or O.
Right.
Yes. That would run over to here. Then it goes over here.
Okay.
And then it checks it against
so
these
that's
two
true.
ifs.
So now up is true.
Yes. And then
so now you up press equals press.
press is the Boolean.
Okay.
So that basically means true.
It's true. Okay. Now what?
Then it goes back over here, and it runs. Now this is also running simultaneous because of all the good threading.
Right.
Yes. So this is actually the update method's running simultaneous with it, and you notice here you have game update, right?
Right.
And that's over here. And you notice the only thing in game update is if up pressed and if down pressed. You know, so
Right.
that's that. What did I change over? So then that's, you see, if up pressed, you're gonna move up. Down pressed, you're gonna move down. And also I have little parameters that make sure you can't get out of, little round, go way too high or way too low.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you control the paddle from exiting the screen altogether?
Well, that's how. It's quite simple. Very simple code. Looks nice on the eyes. Nicely did it. Very nice. And over here is the ball class. Let's see. Same idea, really.
Well, it said it has no controls, basically.
Yes. Instead, it's random.
simultaneous.
It's completely random.
Well,
and
it goes random diagonally upwards and diagonally
partially
downwards.
random. I should clarify rather. It's random to an extent. You see a variable here called J.
Right.
Yeah, that's my random variable. I like J. J's cool number. Anyways. So, J is assigned a random number, 0, 1, 2, 3. That number is checked, I believe, in game update. Yes, it is. Ignore this for the minutes. By the way, actually, this is important. If J equals, I forgot what this was. Yes. If
Well, it's max
J
nine
is
max.
at the start, this is actually for, this is similar, what did I do again? Sorry. This is similar to what I did earlier with paddle method. If S pressed or space pressed, because I'm awesome on abbreviation, at first it sets it to false so you don't have to worry about it anymore. And then it does this method. If X equals 250 and Y equals 150, basically the starting position for J, for the ball, which is never going to happen. Like, you're not going to be randomly pressing the space key and somehow also hit the middle of the screen. It's not happening. Not happening.
Right.
So, and if it does, congratulations. Anyways, it creates a new random number. And what does those random numbers do? Why? They determine the direction of the ball. They are changed,
Left or
actually.
right?
Yes.
Right.
Left, up. Actually, I'll draw the 4 directions. J equals 0 is this one. This is 0. This is 1. This is 2. No, this is 3.
Sure.
Wait, no, this is... Sorry, wait, yeah, that's 3. And this is 4. There we go. So these are your 4 directions that J can go in. J...
I'm very sure you can do more. You can just send it like straight.
This is what I did. Okay. So,
What happens when you don't let me do it?
now...
Oh, I did it though.
Yes. Alejandro likes to get credit. Anyways, now you notice that there's some other objects here, right? And wall. So ball starts off here, right? That's a ball. So it starts off there. Let's say it goes over to 1, okay? Which is likely, it's got a 1 in 4 chance. So it hits 1. It's gonna hit this paddle. First, it's gonna make noise, zoing. Zoink.
Yeah.
That's a very important part. And then it's going to choose, paddle has actually 2 directions it can bounce off to. 0 and 3. So it hits it and then goes to 0. Okay, now that I'm going in 0 direction, oh no, this wall is going to come up, so it's going to hit ka-thunk. Ka-thunk. So that's a ka-thunk noise. But then it has another 2 directions it can go, in specifically 2 and 3. Do you understand? And let's say it chose 3 one more time, so we're going to hit this paddle. Yeah, I like paddle, so it's going to hit this one. Boom. Another zoing, zoing. And then it's going to have 1 and 2. You understand?
Right. Right.
And this gives it the pseudo-randomness of Plong plus, well, pseudo-physics, rather, of Plong.
Pseudo-physics, I like that. I like that.
Fancy
Okay,
word.
Alejandro, that's very, very good explanation there.
Best
Alejandro, what role did you play in this, the creation of this program?
Basically created the vector part of it, where it was just randomizing the direction. Basically the ball when it spawned.
Show me the code that you worked on.
Let's write this.
It was basically these if statements right here.
Okay.
Let me see what else. Wait, hold on. Let me exit. Alright. And basically just placing the ball and getting the ball to connect with the art classes.
Okay. And how is that possible?
It was possible basically by setting up, like basically comparing it to the paddle. It's basically the function of the ball is basically just a randomized integer, giving it randomized directions. And as Darian explained, the way that the ball interacts with the paddle and the wall is the same way that it sort of is how it spawns, how it's basically 3 or 0.
Right.
It will basically go either way depending on where it hits the wall,
Right.
basically.
Okay.
And that's basically just the part of code I worked out.
Okay. Run the program again.
Yes,
Alright.
please. It
Run
looks
it
like
again.
there's a change, though. I
And
don't
then
know
we'll
what's gonna affect
entertain
it.
questions.
No, he
from
changed
the
the
audience.
he changed a little bit of the vector part of it.
Yeah, we're fine. Okay, as you can see, you got some noises, right?
Right.
Now, I didn't really talk about score. Drag this down.
Alright.
There we go. Cool. Good. Now I just resized the window completely, so it's all messed up. How fun, huh?
No problem.
Anyways, as you can see here, press space to start. You have noises, right? Just lost. So P1 score. You're P1, but you're P2 by the way. So move with O and S. Go. I'm W and S. I'm winning, as you can see.
Yeah. Owen, wait. Owen, what?
These scores. Move with W, O, and K. You press these buttons. You
Alright.
see? There you go. These scores, as you can see, I'm obviously in the lead because he stinks, and he's gonna beat me. Sorry. Anyways, so that's basically what we're talking about, right?
Right.
You can see it in action. Not many bugs. The sound bug I was encountering earlier doesn't seem to happen on this machine. I
Right.
think there's a sound issue on my machine at home, so I didn't know if it was going to transfer over here. The only other major bug that I can think of is that, well, it's not really a bug, it's just a little minor hindrance, is that you see how it kind of goes in like 1 pixel?
Right.
I could change that really easily, but I'm too lazy to. That's a great explanation, huh? And I'm too lazy to.
Now, supposing I wanted to change the color of the ball, where would I do that?
That's actually an image.
Oh, okay, that's an image.
So you go into your local paint and change it. It's PNG, not that hard to change. You can do anything.
How big is that file?
It's a 20 pixel by 20 pixel. So however big that is, 20 pixel by 20 pixel PNG. I mean, that's
Yeah.
tiny. It's not like the size of the moon. Okay.
Right.
It's very low definition. Paddle's
so-
about the same. It's a 550 paddle.
Okay, go ahead and close the
Alright.
app for a minute.
Cool.
All right. Any questions, guys? We've got about a minute and a half left before I have to before I have to pause this presentation. Felipe,
Yes.
question.
Sadly.
How would you go about doing, I guess, making any of the objects able to be, I guess, change their color in game,
Yeah.
but in the most efficient way you can think
Well,
of?
it depends on it's basically on the image though.
No, I'm
In
saying,
other words, for example,
Now
when
you
when
can-
you lose, when you don't get to the ball and the ball moves to the screen, right, and you lose a point, at that point, could you introduce a different colored ball?
Of course.
Yeah, we
but
could.
I'm saying
If we
without-
change the
an
PNG
image
though.
is incredibly inefficient. I'm talking about
Oh.
like creating something in the code. How would you suggest
It'll be
going about
really
doing that?
You mean vectors? Yes, the reason why I didn't like vector graphics is that I encountered a slight issue with drawing the paddles in vector graphics, in that it would not erase the paddles correctly. You see, this goes back actually to my issue of double buffering. You see, in normal buffering, I'm just going to draw something out. This is
Yeah.
important to learn.
You got 40 seconds there.
Okay, in normal buffering, you have a ball, right? And it's moving across the screen. But it's going to keep on drawing that same ball and not update it. That's why. But in double buffering, which is what I use, and this, you have the ball and it moves. And that I use in images. I haven't figured out a way to do that in vector. So yes, thank you. Bye.
Okay. All right. Let's pause it right here. Outstanding presentation.
Yes.
We're gonna answer some more questions now.